Hello my crafty friends, it's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I am making a card for the Team Tiny Ice Cream Hop. So I'm showing you some of the products that I'm going to use today. I am making a mini slimline card. I am showing you these Dylusion inks because I made a background with them, but I did not end up using it for this card. So what I'm going to do is stamp down this row of ice creams from the Lawn Fawn Simply Celebrate Summer stamp set, and I am going to stamp these using my Gina K amalgam ink. I will shift my paper when I go to stamp a second time and it double stamps, so I end up flipping it over to do this over on the back. And then I will line it up next to it so I can get a longer row of the ice creams, because I was hoping to get it to go across the entire length of my mini slimline card. So then off screen I am going to color that using my alcohol markers and fussy cut this out into a couple of pieces, as this card went in a couple of different directions. This is the first project I have made. I recently had foot surgery, so I have been laid up all week, so this was actually the first time I made it into the craft room, so it's a little discombobulated, but it comes together in the end. So if you do note a large bruise on my hand, that is from my IV. I didn't realize it till I was editing that was there, but doing well, and I'm sick of sitting, but it's a slow process, and I've got a ways to go before I'm feeling 100%, but much improved from the beginning of the week, that is for sure. So like I said, this is part of a Team Tiny Hop, and if you're not familiar with Team Tiny, we are a group of small content creators on YouTube that get together at least once a month to do a hop to try to increase traffic to our channels, because we all have the goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So we are ad-free, so you can watch everyone's great ice cream themed cards and without any interruption. So it is a hashtag driven hop, so the hashtag is in the title of this video and in the description box below. So you just click on that and all of the projects will pop up for you so that you can watch them. So this that I'm taking is a gel plate pole that I had in my stash. I didn't really love it, but I figured we can do some stenciling on it. So I have like this wonky wave stencil, which is from Sassy and Crafty, I believe. And I am taking the Kitsch Flamingo Distress ink, and I'm using the domed blender brushes here, or blender foams, for the first time. I got a package of them recently in a kit, and I really like them. Then I'm going to take a polka dot stencil, which is random from my stash. I don't even know what company it's from, and I'm going to use walnut stain distress ink to put these dots on here. And when I first did it, I thought, yep, you've just ruined this background. I'm not quite sure about this, but honestly, it's a background. It's not meant to be the focal image. It's going to be the back of our shaker card, so I just went with it. I had some ink around the edges, so I inked the entire panel around the edges, and once I put the frame on, honestly, you couldn't see it, so you could actually skip that step. So then I took some craft cardstock from my stash, and I have cut a frame for my shaker window, and I am just putting on some double-sided adhesive. I will get my acetate adhered down, and then off screen I do put on my double-sided foam tape, so you don't have to watch me do that. And I am using for my shaker elements, it is a Neapolitan mix from Doodle's Paper Playground. She makes sparkle blends in her Etsy shop, so these are limited edition blends. You can get them while they're available, but once they sell out, there may be a blend that is similar that comes out, down the road, but the two are never the same. So this one happens to be an ice cream blend, which I thought was appropriate for our theme that we had going on today. So I'm just taking the back off my foam tape, and I'm going to put a generous amount of these sequins into the center here, of course, making a mess and adhering some to the edge of the foam tape, because if I tape the foam tape off early, I still get them on there. If I don't take the foam tape off, I shake the thing when I go to take it off and make a mess anyway. So I think I'm just destined to pick sequins out of foam tape. Once I get that settled where I don't think it's going to mess up the seal anywhere, I'm going to just put down our background. Off screen, I did trim around the edges because this was the same exact size as my card panel, so I didn't want any of that poking out. Then I'm going to take my row of ice creams and adhere that to the bottom of this panel once I get it adhered to my card base using some art glitter glue. And this is the full size. So this, I make my mini slimlines 3x6. So it's a 6x6 card base that gets scored at 3 inches. I like this size. I bought some envelopes off of Amazon. You can make your own. Companies are now starting to sell the envelopes, so you can find them pretty easy. So I'm just going to adhere this down, and then I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do for a sentiment. I knew I wanted it to be a birthday card, but I didn't really want to cover up any more of my shaker square here, or my rectangle, I guess you would say. So I decided to use the Lawn Fawn Happy Birthday die, and I die cut that from some light pink cardstock, adhered some glue to the back of it, and I will get that adhered to the inside of the card. And then when I set it down, I didn't set it down quite in the center because this isn't quite long enough to go through the whole inside of the card, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. If it does bother you, you could always do another couple of ice creams and put that at the end to make it be all the way across. So I hope that you liked today's project. I hope that you'll check out everyone that's in this hop because they always make amazing things, and I get great inspiration from watching everyone and what they create. As always, I hope that you all have a great day.